coaches. Half-court shooter, spitting from the medulla.
It's the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Houston Texans and the Minnesota Vikings, and it's coming up next.
Now from downtown Minneapolis, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us inside beautiful U.S. Bank Stadium, the home of the Vikings. Good to be with you, Mike Tirico, Greg Olson here in the booth. Greg, we got a couple of teams that like to throw the football. And you know how guys say, hey, we're not going against the other offense. We're going against the other team's defense. Greg, these star wide receivers, you know they're watching what the other guy does on the field here today.
Oh, in their minds, there's no question. They are competing against one another. And I think that's what makes this league so fun is when these guys, they know each other. They study each other. They work together in the off seasons. A lot of times they're friends. Come game day, there is no question. At the end of this one, yes, they want their teams to win, but when they put their two...
The kicker, Will Reichard, has the ball on the tee. And off we go from Minneapolis. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Texans come out with the Rookie of the Year from last year in the NFL. C.J. Stroud, he was the #2 overall pick out of Ohio State. Greg, a talented quarterback here.
If there's going to be a poster child for just how flawed the pre-draft process can be at times, I think this guy's at the top. I mean, just think, last year, people are nitpicking him going into his rookie year. He can't do this, he can't do that. And what does he do? He comes out and has arguably the greatest rookie quarterback season in NFL history. Not only bringing his franchise back to life, but really establishing himself as one of the best quarterbacks in the entire league.
And he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most. Late catchment up from the linebacker's spot to make the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 9. Here's Stroud. He's going nowhere. Going to lose yardage on that play. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Not something you want to see in the opening minute of the game. Third and long. From the gun, here's Stroud. That's over the middle and caught by Dell.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike, how well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
So, 4th down, and it's the former Chief, Tommy Townsend, to punt for Houston. Brandon Powell, the veteran, back to take this one back. And he looks up, and he's taken down right away. Maybe fortunate just to hold on to the ball as he was tackled immediately after hauling that one in. Here's the Minnesota offense taking the field for the first time. They're led out by the #3 overall pick back in the 2018 draft out of USC. It's Sam Darnold.
I think it's fair to say that the trajectory of his career hasn't gone exactly according to plan. But you don't get drafted as the 3rd overall pick unless you have a ridiculous amount of talent. He's bounced around a few places throughout his career. He's had some ups and downs. But when he's on his game, he is as talented a thrower as there is in the NFL. And an impressive outing today could go a long way in making him back a full-time starter.
About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a 1st down.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
They'll put Addison in motion. The man who traded green and gold for Viking purple, it's Aaron Jones. And a minimal gain here, only to about the 31.
He's brought down at the 31. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9. They run it. Those reinforcements, they got there quick. Take them down behind the line.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
Here's a 3rd and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Daniil Hunter, pass rusher extraordinaire, in action again.
Hunter wasn't going to be denied on that one, Mike. And here's a guy that, even though he's found a new home here in Houston, and what can we say about this defense that DeMeco Ryans continues to put together, but he continues to produce at the same level we've come to expect from him. 16.5 sacks a year ago, and he adds another one right here.
So 4th down, and Ryan Wright on to punt it away. Now fair catch is taken back inside the 40. The Texans offense ready now for their 2nd drive. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. They will work the middle with Mixon. And he'll take this up to the 48-yard line. Blake Cashman up from the linebacker's spot to make the tackle. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. Back to throw. Stroud. He's got his man. It's Diggs.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do.
Harrison Smith on the tackle. Again, 2. Brings up 2nd and 8. The 42-yard line.
2nd down and 8. Again, they'll give it to Mixon. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
1st down pickup by Mixon, and he's one of the Texans' many additions this offseason. It's pretty incredible to think, Mike, in only his 2nd year as the head coach, the roster that DeMeco Ryans continues to assemble. Not only is Mixon still a productive back in his own right, but he should take a lot of pressure off C.J. Stroud.
And that'll be a pickup of 3. Second and 7. Here's Stroud. This is caught at the 2. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
He's got his big tight end, Dalton Schultz. Touchdown, Texans. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. To return, it's Brandon Powell. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Vikings offense ready for their second possession. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. Now he takes off. And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
From the shotgun, here's Darnold. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7. Play fake to Jones, and now Darnold. That's caught downfield by Jefferson. A gain there of 24 yards. It'll be a Vikings 1st down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. I think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
Darnold to throw on 1st down. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Darnold again. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
The ability to generate explosive plays is the greatest correlation with the ability to score points. So every defense nowadays is trying to say, cannot let them throw the ball over our head. What does that do? Gets you a little bit more depth in your drops. Makes it a little bit easier for some of these check down pickups.
And And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down.
The game brings up second and 11 at the 3-yard line.
They look to run with Jones. A dive, and he's in. Aaron Jones. Touchdown, Vikings. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
On now for the extra point. Here's Will Reichert. He's got it. And the Vikings will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. On the return, it's Dameon Pierce. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Texans offense ready to get back at it. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. Stroud going to set up to throw. That one caught by Tank Dell. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays, throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Pair of 7s on the scoreboard. More from the Twin Cities in a moment. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Stroud to throw. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete. It's looking for Joe Mixon coming out of the backfield. And that will lead to a 2nd down.
Nice job there by the defender. He's able to break up the pass, but I think if he's able to get there just a little bit sooner, now you can get 2 hands on the ball and give yourself a chance to come down with an even bigger play and come away with the pick.
They'll run out of the gun with Mixon. And the defense all over this one. They knock him down. It'll go down as a loss of 2.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
3rd and long. To throw, it's Stroud. And this is going to be incomplete. That's great work to get in there and make things difficult defensively, setting up a 4th down.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Here's Tommy Townsend now. He'll punt for the 2nd time after hitting a beauty in his first effort. Here's Powell to return. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. Here comes Aaron Jones and the Viking offense as they take over once more. They'll work in a tie game here in the 2nd quarter and get started with 1st and 10. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. Off the play fake. Here's Darnold. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. A run. It's Jones. Changing direction there as he's able to pick up 3.
He's taken down at the 17-yard line. Brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd and long, here's Darnold. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The Houston offense going to make their way back onto the field. They'll do so with 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground, and here's Mixon. He is met and dropped. Good defense, loss of a couple on that play.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
On 2nd down, Stroud. To the left side, and caught by Schultz. They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. Now Stroud. He's got his tight end. It's Schultz. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, then on 3rd down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
Catch made. That's Woods. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
Stroud to throw here on 1st and 10. He'll find Woods. That one is caught. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
We spent so much time talking about these receivers. How fast do they run, Mike? How high do they jump? But so often, the guys that have the most success in the NFL, it's the mental part of the game. It allows them to create separation, find soft spots in the defense, attack defenders. It's exactly what he's able to do here, and really nice connection.
And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. He's out of bounds at the 2. 14 yards on the pickup there.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this. This defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone.
On the blitz, overwhelming the offensive line, and down he goes.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. What do the coaches say? Just play the next play. And that's exactly what they did.
Push back to the 11-yard line for 2nd and goal. Stroud. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late. It's probably a touchdown.
So can the defense come up with the early stop here on 3rd and goal? To throw is Stroud. That's caught right side, the tight end Schultz. And the drive stalls out as he's brought down. And the field goal unit likely to come on here on 4th and goal.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a 4th down decision to make.
Bear Baron's kick is good. And the Texans will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
Fairbairn, after making the field goal, it's back out to kick this one away. Howell now to bring it back. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. They'll run it with Jones to begin this drive. And a spirited run there, somehow managing to gain a couple of yards. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Again, it's Jones. And he'll get this very close to a 1st down. A nice run there. Just end up a little bit short.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the 1st down. But that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage in a lot of situations, it'll get you the 1st down, just not here.
This pass, right side. Going to be caught by Addison. 1st and 10. They'll put Addison in motion. Now a handoff. Jones. And he is tough to bring down. Finally, the defense gets him on the ground. It'll be no gain on that one.
This play right here is just a clear example of just how hard it is to bring this back down, Mike. I mean, he had to break multiple tackles just to get back to the original line of scrimmage. But give credit to the defense. They kept bringing bodies at him, and they're eventually able to get him down for no gain.
And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
There was tight coverage all across the field. I think the quarterback thought he had the arm strength to fit this one into a pretty small window, but the defense wasn't having it. They were all over it, and I think the quarterback actually got away with one there.
It is 3rd and 10. Darnold to throw. He'll get this over the middle to Jefferson. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. Here's Ryan Wright now as he is on to punt for Minnesota. And a pretty good punt there. A fair catch taken right around the 11-yard line. Texans offense ready to get back to work. This will start from the 12, trying to put a drive together here. It's 1st and 10. Here's Stroud. That's caught. It's the tight end, Cade Stover. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff will get a chance to look him over during the break. We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. From the gun, here's Stroud. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. He was looking for Stephon Diggs there. 3rd down coming up.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
18 yards on the catch and run will move the chains.
And that's an important conversion, not only because it keeps their offense on the field, and now they can go down and see if they can steal some late points, but either way, worst-case scenario, Mike, if you're the offense here, you want to possess the ball going into halftime. Don't give your opponent a chance to go down and score on you. So, big pickup there. Now we'll see if they can turn it into some points.
He'll find his big target, the tight end Stover. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. It's actually the easiest down in football to operate in. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. That is hauled in at the 5. And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Throwing is Stroud. And he'll take it on in. Joe Mixon. Touchdown, Houston.
And this is just high-level quarterback play down here in the red zone. The way they teach them their progressions, Mike, it's touchdown, check down. You don't want to take a sack, and you certainly don't want to turn the ball over. He knows he has nothing down the field, nowhere to go to his receivers and tight ends. Check it down to your back, let them do the rest after the catch, and it results in a touchdown.
Fairbairn to add the extra point. The kick is good. And the Texans will get out in front 17-7. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the 1st half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Ty Chandler now to bring it back. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Vikings offense and Aaron Jones set to take over once more. They find themselves down 17-7 as this drive starts 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. Darnold now to throw. That's caught by Jefferson on the right side. The Vikings go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in the opening half. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. And that is caught. Well, he stayed in bounds. A huge play just before the half. 31 yards. So they send in Will Reichert for this field goal try. This one from 41 yards out. And the Vikings are back within a score. It's now 17-10.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
So, still the matter of 6 seconds remaining in this half. And the kick's away. He'll take it in at the goal line. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room. So at halftime, it's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As we'll get you down to Orlando now, that's with the coaches, Jonathan Coachman, and our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Michael, thanks very much as we welcome you into our downtown Orlando studios and the EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Chandler now to return it. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Justin Jefferson and this Vikings offense heading out for their next possession. And you see the numbers for him into this third quarter. They just pop off the screen. He has been open and electric throughout. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Play fake to Jones, now Darnold. Deep ball downfield for Sherfield. That ball broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on 1st down, couldn't connect. It'll bring up 2nd down.
He's trying to set the tone here for the rest of the game and let this defense know there is not a blade of grass on this field that you don't have to defend, because he reared back and he let that one eat. And he's got to work a little bit on his touch, a little bit on his accuracy, but I don't think he needs to work on his arm strength.
He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. He's got his man. It's Jefferson. He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now, and a 1st down to boot.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
Here's Jones. And this will be a short pickup down to the 45. It is Azeez Al-Shire with the stop. Here's 2nd and 6. Up the middle, here's Jones. A good run there for a gain of 6, but it's still going to be 3rd and long. That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and long. They'll put Addison in motion. On 3rd and a yard, here's Darnold. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. 3rd down stop sets up 4th down.
There's a saying on defense, Mike, tips and overthrows, you've got to get those. Those got to turn into interceptions. So if you're the offense here, after you saw that ball batted in the air, Man, I can promise you it felt like a lifetime waiting to see if it just falls harmlessly to the ground.
And this is going to work out for him. Out of bounds, and they'll mark it inside the 10. C.J. Stroud and the Houston offense set to get going again. And he has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Here's Stroud. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
I like the idea of using the passing game to try to give your offense a little breathing room. You find yourself in the shadow of your own goalpost, Mike. Worst case scenario, you do not want to punt out of your own end zone. So I like the idea of trying to pick up some positive gains through the air. They've got to come up with some completions and try to pick up at least 1 first down, or you're going to put your defense in a tough spot. It may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on 2nd down, that's a really nice pickup, because now it opens up your play call sheet on 3rd down where it's a little bit more manageable.
They don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for this with Mixon. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down. He's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches.
I think everybody in this stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the 1st down.
Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
Really nice start for this defense here early through the 1st quarter. 2 different players each recording a sack. Offensive line's going to have to get together on the sideline with their coach and identify where's the weakness in our protection. How can we get extra bodies and extra attention? Because we still got a long way to go in this one.
On 2nd down, Stroud. Open man, downfield, it's Nico Collins. A big connection to flip the field as they get across midfield on that one.
Everyone talks about all the physical qualities to play quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and of course that's a given, but it's really the cerebral approach to the game that separates the best from everybody else, and I think both of those things were on display there, as he did not only a great job of finding the vulnerabilities of the back end, but then once his guy was there, it was that arm talent that put the ball in the exact right spot to allow his guy to make the big play.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman, sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
Throwing on 2nd down, Stroud. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel in. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Yes, you have to operate out of the backfield like a traditional running back. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
A good run there to the 34-yard line. That is a 1st down.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the 1st down, and they're able to convert.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. On play action, Stroud. He'll find Diggs working across the field. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? It is brought in the end zone. Touchdown, Texans.
Touchdown, Houston.
Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
Fairbairn, good on the point after. And the Texans move out to a 24-10 lead. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. Chandler now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense and Justin Jefferson headed back onto the field, and he was unguardable in the first half. You see the numbers as they try to add to those here in the third quarter. On play action, here's Darnold. He's going to keep it himself.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
On the ground now with Jones. The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple.
2nd and 2. You're thinking, I got 2 downs to get 2 yards. How hard can that be? Well, against this defense, it turns out to be a big challenge. They take you back for a loss of 2, and now you find yourself on 3rd down.
3rd and short yardage, and here's Darnold. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8. They'll put Addison in motion. Here comes the jet sweep. Whoa! And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Now, Darnold. He's got his man, Jefferson. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
And after parting ways with the Packers, Jones kind of surprised some by staying in the NFC North. He signs with Minnesota, and he joins an offense that is loaded with talented skill players. So if he can continue to be the playmaker he's been throughout his career, they've got themselves a nice young group here in Minnesota, especially on the offensive side of the ball.
And the Vikings are going to have a first and goal. He'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that.
Well, a chance to get right back in it here. First down and goal. Off the play fake, it's Darnold. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and let's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
Here's Darnold. Under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him back at the 10.
That last sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Just play the next down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. You're one big defensive play from changing everything about this drive, and what once looked like a promising drive, following that sack, looks a little bit different now.
2 plays at their disposal, but they'd love to get it right here on 3rd and goal. That's in the end zone and intercepted. It's the safety, Jalen Petrie.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot to get his hands on the ball and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown, and instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The Texans offense getting set to get back to work. And as we look back now, Greg, at how we got here, we got a ton of highlights of the offense so far. In particular, great passing.
Yeah, and if you want to score points in the NFL, Mike, there's no secret. You've got to do it primarily through the air, and with 3 touchdowns here so far, that's exactly what we've seen. It's been deep balls. It's been intermediate shots. It's been good run after catch. This has really been high-level offense on display right from the jump.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Stroud. To the left side, and caught by Schultz. And he'll be taken down up around the 32-yard line.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
They face 2nd down and 7. Now Stroud. Trying the right side. Taken in by Collins. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
So often we see a team that's milking a 2-score lead get very conservative, especially in the 4th quarter, but not this coach. He says, all right, I might have a 2-score lead. I want to make it 3. He's trying to put as much pressure on his opponent possible here down the stretch late.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
Two-possession lead, fourth quarter. This is the time, Mike, when you really can rely heavily on your run game. Everybody in the stadium knows you're going to run it, including the defense. They just can't come up with an answer to stopping it.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stroud. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line.
Mike, you've heard me say it 1,000 times. The easiest down to throw the ball in the NFL is first down. I hate when teams wait till later in the possession to throw the ball. So early first down completion, you're on the plus side of the field. Now you're thinking strike. Touchdown, field goal. But either way, I'm coming away with points.
And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
You could tell the entire time that running back is just looking for his crease to get vertical and cut back. But the defense does a great job. Inside-out pursuit, strings this ball out towards the sideline. Nowhere to go, and they make a big stop for no gain.
A second down throw for Stroud. He'll get this over the middle to Diggs. And the Texans are going to be looking at a 1st and goal. They move it down to the 4.
Zone route running, Mike, is very simple, right? I mean, everyone wants to complicate offensive football and make it super technical. Once you come off the line of scrimmage after the ball is snapped and you know it's zone coverage, as long as it's
to the back of the end zone, he's got it. Touchdown, Houston. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
Now Fairbairn for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Texans will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. Powell now to bring it back. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The home team's offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
To prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast, and right now they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
Darnold now on 1st and 10. He'll get this over the middle to Jefferson. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. Just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Going down the middle of the field, and he's got his tight end. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line.
These can be tricky situations defensively, right? The game is all but over. Barring something unforeseen, you got this one in the bag, but you still want to finish on a high note. You still want to walk off the field and put an exclamation point on what's pretty much been a dominant performance right from the start.
Got a man, that's Sherfield. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Now Jones. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate, and that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. That's into the hands of Aaron Jones. And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal as the tackle's made at about the 5-yard line.
And this is what the offense needed. Now, after that last completion, you still trail here in the 4th quarter. You need scores, and you need scores fast, so they cannot take their time. I wouldn't be surprised to get them right back up on the line of scrimmage and try to score here now that it's 1st and goal.
And he's going to be stopped at about the 4.
So often for a defense defending the passing game, the most difficult guy to account for is the running back out of the backfield. So a really nice job here bringing him down before he has a chance to pick up any yards after the catch.
To throw is Darnold. And that's going to wind up uncatchable out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
It went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future.
They'll try and throw. Here's Darnold. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
You can just see the reaction on the sideline. This defense thought they had themselves a critical stop. The mantra down here for all defensive coordinators, Mike, is takeaways, field goals. That's what you're trying to do, and man, they were this close to coming away with a huge takeaway.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on downs. The visitors' offense ready to come back out for this next possession. And they're going to hear it from this crowd. They're backed up deep as they start 1st and 10. Now Mixon. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. They get 11 and quickly pick up a 1st down. So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. On 1st down, they keep it on the ground, and they keep it with Mixon. And he's taken down, but not until he gets to the 32-yard line.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it, you know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
They'll run on 1st down with Mixon. And they're going to get him down this time. Not as easy as the last carry. This time they drop him behind the line of scrimmage. 2nd down.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Second down, here's a run, and here's Mixon. Eel-Matic only about 3, so it will bring up third down. So it's a win for the visiting Texans. And it was their defense that led the way as they pitched a shutout in the second half. No points allowed, and they cruised to victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.